so I will just go with I just write it down just by listening to his lectures. So when he started it, he kind of made a joke because he thought that all the people who joined, because I believe at the time for that global Zoom meeting, 500 people have attended for that special business meeting with the Imperial Master. So, but he thought that all those people are above Sharon was master. That's what he thought. Right? That's what he saw. That's why he was keep on mentioning about if you're at least a Sharon was master, this is what you need to do. So that's why he really delivered a strong message, because if you're a Sharon was master, at least like you have experience a sales master, diamond master, and you have all the pros and cons of running the business. That's why his message was really strong. Atomy business, easy once you understand what really is. It's not just easy, but it is an easy business once you really know what it is. Okay, the reason he said it's easy, if you are here to make 3,000 to 5,000, it's better for you to do something else. See, that's how honest it is, right? If your target is only 3,000, 5,000 in Atomy, don't stay in Atomy. It's better for you to look for other business opportunity. But if you want to make more than 30,000, if your goal is to make residual income of 50,000, there is no other business opportunity than Atomy. And the one reason he was able to say, that's why he explained what he has been doing before Atomy to really back him up with the statement. Okay, so if you want to make $50,000, there is no easy opportunity than Atomy, because he said before doing Atomy, so 10 years, he's been trying many different businesses, and then from different experiences, he have realized that making a successful business, it's not easy. Right? To some people said, oh, success is easy. But to me, last 10 years, I have tried many different things, but it wasn't easy. It doesn't mean that I was lazy doing it. I put all my focus, all my effort, even all my money, all my time, but still I wasn't successful. So to me, succeeding in a certain area or certain business, it was impossible. So when he met Atomy, and after he made a success, compared to any business he did, this is the easiest. Okay, so things that he has shared on Monday. So the special business meeting, business seminar that we did. So he said, we need to become an expert. So remember, if you remember the beginning of his speech, he mentioned that think about even the doctors, they have a specialist. Right? There's a general surgeon, general doctor, but there are specialists in like a neurosurgeon, or there are specialists in like an orthopedic. There are specialists. We also need to become a specialist. We need to become an expert. But in which area? In a distribution. I mean, what is the Atomy all about? Yes, we all said we all are owner, CEO of online shopping mall. But what are we doing with that online shopping mall? We're distributing. We're just distributing the daily necessary product, that absolute quality, absolute price, daily necessary products to every people who will be able to use a product. So we need to become an expert of distribution. And he also added, it's easy to become an expert. He said it's easy, but it's hard to put it into action, because he said you will become an expert when you keep repeating the same work. Because repeating the same work, it's hard, it's boring. That's why people give up on doing it at Atomy. Becoming an expert, it's easy. Just the only thing you need to do, keep repeating the same work. What we need to do, we need to keep sharing Atomy to the many people that we know, or even to the strangers. We just have to keep on repeating of doing it. Just by doing all over and doing over and over, with that experience, we are becoming an expert of distribution. Okay, 4 main points in Atomy business. And the funny thing is, after he finished the 4, okay, so this was my key point. So you all can leave. I don't have to add anything anymore. So I think it was around 10 minutes. And he said, okay, I'm done with the speech. You all can leave the meeting. Okay, so what are the 4 main points? He said, once everyone who decided to do Atomy understand these 4 points, you're all set. You're all set to go. Once a person decided to do Atomy, they will falls into, I forgot to put the word here, falls into 3 categories, right? So once a person decided to do Atomy, they decided to what category you fall into. So first, they can decide even after they encounter atomy information, they can say, oh, I'll stay as a consumer. Or other person will say, okay, I will do it as a part-time, a side business. And the third person will say, oh, I want to do it as full-time. So you will find three different types of category: the person who wants to stay as a consumer, and the person who wants to do it as a part-time or side job, or person want to pursue as a full-time business. Of course, our focus is to the person who really giving up everything and decided to do it as a full-time. What do you have to tell them? To make sure, let them understand, or even yourself understand, that Atomy is a distribution company. You have to know the characteristic of this company. What types of business do you own? Atomy is a distribution company. Plus, Atomy is a network marketing company. So we need to do marketing. It's not about only distributing, and we also do the marketing. And he said, without marketing, you won't be able to grow the team. So there will be the different categories of the people, and you always have to remember, or you have to empathize people, what types of businesses we are doing. Distribution company and plus network marketing company. What is a network marketing company? Through distributing the product, you have to keep on increasing your network. The fourth thing he emphasized is, can you maintain a teamwork now? So depend on, can you maintain a teamwork or not? Depend on that question, how will you answer? Depend on that, the answer, how long your business will sustain in Atomy. Because without the teamwork, if you fully understand distribution company and you fully understand network marketing company, but if you don't have ability to really create a teamwork, then your business won't go any further. So when he met Atomy, he saw the vision. He said he really clearly saw the vision, and he could even feel that this company will grow big. Because when he met Atomy, it was 10 years ago. So when he met Atomy 10 years ago, it was a billion-dollar company, and they didn't have a much product, or they didn't even have a global branches. But somehow he saw the clear vision that this company will grow as a global company, and no problem with a billion-dollar company. But his question was, I know this company will grow, but can I be successful in this company? Because he had a lot of failure in life, so he had a self-doubt, right? But one thing made him to really commit to succeeding this business. See you Hungry Park. And when he decided, okay, so I will succeed in this business, when his personal answer to himself that I will succeed in this business, he was willing to pay the price. He was, because this is the part many people are doing correctly. Yes, you want to make a $50,000, but people are not willing to pay the price. They really want to enjoy or do anything they want to do, but at the same time, they want to create a $50,000. So the equation doesn't make sense. So he said he was willing to pay the price to succeed in Atomy. Okay, and then he continues with the business talk. Business starts when you achieve sales master. So he's not talking about when you start and in between. Doesn't exist. If you are serious about this business, and if you want to succeed in this business, and if you want to go all the way to Imperial Master, you need to become a sales master. The first step, success starts when you achieve the shareholders master. Even before Imperial Master Gwang Kim mentioned it, I think I mentioned it several times on our meeting. This is what most of the leaders are mentioning during their success speech or their journey. Road to success. As I mentioned on the previous slide, that business start from the sales. Business doesn't start from the time that, okay, I will do Atomy business. No, business actually start from the time that you achieve a sales master. You went through that 15 days of the craziness. That's the indication that you have started your business. So I think this is the information that we really have to empathize or deliver clear message to our members. Okay, so some people say, oh, I have started business already. But if the person has not decided to challenge for sales master, or doesn't even have a set date to challenge for sales master, they haven't really started the business yet. Once you see your title change as a sales master, that's when you notice that, okay, it's just starting off my Atomy business. So what he said, because like I mentioned, he thought that most of the people who attended on the Zoom meeting was a shareholders master. So he thought what we need to do as a leader, so I'll just put as a generally as a leader. So what we need to do as a leader, we need to create a strong foundation. So strong foundation, what it means, we need to help them understand what this Atomy really is. Yes, some people think, oh, it's an easy business because no membership fee, this and that. Okay, so we can make easy $50,000. We need to help them understand what Atomy really is, what it means, what is a distribution company. Atomy is a distribution company. So in order for us to run this distribution company, what we need to do. And Atomy is also a network marketing company. So in order for us to run the marketing company, what we need to do. We need to spend our time helping ourselves. He didn't talk about the people who's not even sales master. He said to the sales master who achieved it, you have to have a separate meetings, keep reminding them what Atomy really is, and always mention that change requires sacrifice. In order for you to do a distribution, in order for you to run the distribution company or run the network marketing company, that's something you haven't done it before. So of course, you even need to change yourself, some of your actions, some of your attitude. So it requires a sacrifice, and it also lead you to get the reward later on. And like one example, he mentioned that people think that they understood Atomy. So what did they do? Okay, so Atomy is just sharing a product. Okay, so I have tried a Hemohim, I have tried six skincare. So let me go out, let me do some facials, let me just go out and sell some product. But his question, for you doing that action and for you getting 30,000 PV daily, does it give you a lot of commission? In order for you to get 30,000, it's not easy. In order for you to get 30,000, you need to contact many people or you need to do some action. So, and even when you do the home party or when you do a facial, it requires a lot of time and an effort. But by doing that, right? By doing that, do you get instant rebate or do you get a lot of commission? You don't. But people are expecting to get the lots of reward or lots of rebates by doing it. They have that expectation because they don't have a clear understanding of Atomy. They don't have a clear understanding of Atomy. So what will happen? Oh, I did 10 home parties. I did this and that, but it's not easy commission. So I will give up on Atomy. People give up easily when they don't have a clear understanding. So we need to set that clear expectation for our business partners. And I'm probably sure I also mentioned it when I was talking about Imperial Master Kang Myung Kim, Road to Success, like a previous meetings, probably like last year. When he decided to do Atomy, he knew this is a distribution company. So what is a distribution company? He needed to distribute the product. But he said he didn't have any warm contact to distribute the product. Because he went over like lots of failures, there are not many warm contact left around him. So he had to deal with the strangers. But he had a strong desire to become successful in Atomy. He said, okay, we'll go all the way to the Imperial Master. So what he did, what determination he made, what goal he created, I will introduce Atomy to 300 people daily. And I think there is also the video recording of him saying it on during like a one-day seminar. When he started it, he wanted to share Atomy to 300 people daily. And he said, that was my daily mission, that I will share Atomy to 300 people daily. But even just sharing, even just going to 2 stores, because at the time, like there's not big online shopping mall, or like I mentioned, he didn't have a warm contact. So he need to visit the strangers. Where he visit? The stores where they're selling a cosmetics. So he visited stores by carrying Atomy back, the full product. So of course, he said it wasn't easy. Just visiting 2 stores a day, it wasn't easy, but he still need to do it. So that's overcoming your fear to succeed in Atomy. It wasn't easy, but I tried it. And I keep on did that until going to a store, it's easy. I create a business habit. Visiting 2 stores at first, it was hard, but I did it every day. So 2 store increased to 4 store, many stores. And I did that until it becomes a natural. So here, create a habit of sharing Atomy. Right? Always remember, Atomy is a distribution company. Once you stop share, your business stops too. From the moment you stop sharing Atomy, your distribution company, it's not working. And here, if you want to go all the way to the Imperial Master, you should have as many experiences as possible. You should go through a lot, and you should experience, you should face a lot of challenges, many different situations, so you'll be able to share the information to your other leaders. You all are, so all the people who joined that global meeting, he said, you all are global franchise owner. Yes, we all say that we are the owner of global online shopping mall, but he said, you are, okay, Atomy is going globally, but you individual people are franchise owner. You are the owner of the franchise, but you don't know how to run the franchise. How are you expecting your business to grow? So we as leaders, we need to keep on learning. We need to keep experience different situations. And this is something we already know, that without system, team won't grow. So the system he talked about, it's not the success system that we have, like one day seminar, the Success Academy. It's not the system. He's talking about, a certain system that your group have, something that other team members also can duplicate it. Without the system, because after Sales Master, you all know Atomy's compensation plan and the mastership plan, that after Sales Master, it's all about the teamwork. Right? So depending on how you create a teamwork, how you create a system, it will really decide whether your team will grow and it won't. And do you remember that he was keep on talking about the mountain? Do you want to climb the mountain? So he compared it this way. So Atomy is a mountain. So like Mount Everest, there's a Mount Atomy. So he asked a question: are you a climber who wants to reach the top of the mountain, or are you just here for the sightseeing? And he asked to ask people, if your answer is that you're just here for the sightseeing of this Atomy mountain, you can just leave the room now, because information I'm about to share, it's not for you. So I'm only going to share this information to the people who are willing to reach the top of the mountain. What is reaching the top of the mountain? Imperial Master. So if you're willing to reach the top of the mountain, what he said, we have to become a climber. In order for us to climb the mountain, what we need to do, we need to train ourselves. Doesn't matter how much you wanted to climb and reach the top of the mountain. Like even Mount Everest. You want to go all the way to the Mount Everest. Your desire is there. Okay, I'll go all the way to the Mount Everest. Can you go and can you climb up? Without a certain practice, we won't be able to do it. Same thing. So he made that comparison. In order for you to climb that mountain and reach the top, you need to practice. That practice is becoming a sales master. The first level practice, it is a sales master. And he even gave us a time frame, right? Challenge sales master within 3 to 5 months of starting business. That's a training period. And this is something I practice or not practice time to time, because Jonathan sometimes mentioned that, oh, Ari asked me to go for sales master. But some people doesn't like it much, so I don't really tell them to. I just kind of wait until they say, oh, I'm willing to go for sales master. But what Imperial Master Kim said, tell them. Because people who started it, so he said, maybe you done it at me for a while. So too, you know what is a step that you need to take. But people who started it, it's blank. They don't know what they need to do. So it is ideal for you to give them a time period. Okay, so have you checked out all the information? So this is an example he gave it out. Have you checked out the Atomy information? Are you decided to do it? Do you think you can do it? Okay, so let's start. So the person decided to do Atomy business, and one-on-one working with them for like around 3 months, and just tell them, okay, 3 months, another 3 months. Okay, so let's say if now it's June. Okay, from now on, 3 months, let's really focus on Atomy. And September, after 3 months later, September, why don't you challenge for sales master? So instead of as a leader, instead of just waiting, right? Instead of waiting your members to decide to challenge for sales master, you put out the idea there. Okay, after 3 months, I think you're halfway there. So after 3 months or 5 months, okay, so from now on, 5 months will be when, and 3 months will be like September. So let's go for September, beginning period or second period. You put the goal on the table, because maybe the member cannot even come up with the date. They don't even know how to decide to challenge it for sales master. So you giving them idea, or you giving them a suggestion. Okay, so 3 months I'm challenging for sales master. So at least they can train themselves. but never, he said, never push. Okay, you must go for, you must achieve it. Achieving or not achieving, it's something really happened, depend on what happened during that period. But we as a leader, we need to deliver the message. Don't just wait until they come up with a date, because maybe they don't even know. Beside his center unit, he said it's a hospital. And he said, he made a comparison. So there is a mountain you need to climb up, and you have a guide, and the guide goes, "Oh, Khan, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna require lots of work for you to climb the mountain. Oh, I'm not even sure whether you will be achieving." Are you encouraged to climb the mountain? Not really. So depend on how the guide will say the comments, you will make a decision. You will make you will make the mindset of the climber who's following. So the guy goes, you know what, it seems very steep, or it seems very hard to climb, but trust me, just follow me. It's not gonna be that hard. Then you are willing to follow the leader to climb up the mountain. What types of leader do you want to be? Do you want to be the leader that, oh, sales master, it's really hard. I'm not sure whether you'll be achieving. Do you still want to go? Then do you think the partner will say yes? Okay, so this was his comparison. Okay, so you go to the hospital, and then you need to get a shot. And I don't, because in Korea you get a shot on your butt. So the nurse goes, "Oh, patients, it's gonna be very hurt when this needle goes into your skin." And this nurse taking time, so needle going in slow. And he said, if the nurse do that, even scared from the beginning, oh, it's gonna be hurt you, and then scared, and then instead of going like a shoot, she goes like, little bit. He said, even just before needle go all the way to the end, he's fainted already with the fear. So what types of leader do you want to be? The leader like the nurse will just scare away your partners. So we also have to train to be a good leader. Like what comment, like what statement we make to our partner can determine their decision for business too. Yes, we never say this becoming sales master easy, but what we say, it is achievable. I always mention I achieved it in 3 months, and my baby girl, I'm sorry to keep on mentioning it, but I had to because my baby girl was like 5 months and 2 years old, but I could still do it. So which means we all can do it. So we have to say that instead, oh, it's so hard getting 2.5 and 2.5. I'm not sure how many of us. Nobody wants to challenge for sales master. So we as leaders, we also have to learn how we communicate, right? Deliver our message to our members. I really love the comparison he made with the nurse. Okay, so remember, like later half of the 30 minutes, he also talked about, okay, if you are at least like auto royal master, you can rest. He said I'm thinking like, oh, that's kind of far away to go. But until you become auto royal master, keep on working. No resting. Keep on working. And he made a comparison like this. Okay, so starting from sales master, starting from Atomy business all the way to Imperial master. Let's compare with a building, right? You are creating a building. He made he's good at making comparisons. So he said you are creating a building. Okay, sales master level, it's you just doing the interior. You're just doing the interior. But if the interior taking 1 year, 2 year, when are you going to complete the whole building? Good comparison, right? He said, becoming a sales master, it's completing the interior. But if some people taking the interior for like 1 year, 3 years, when are you going to complete the whole building? And becoming a sales master, it's not even done with the interior. You're just halfway there. But when you achieve Auto Diamond Master, at least you are done with the completion of the interior. So now you can't, now you can work it out, like working on some other areas of the building. You can, maybe you can go up. So sales master, it's interior. How fast you finish with the interior? That's why I have to keep on repeating it, because I didn't understand at first what he said. Because he said, I heard Canada, the interior takes a long time. So I was, what interior? So interior, the completing interior means achieving sales master. So I heard in Canada, it takes too long, like 2 years. In Korea, it's done overnight. Some people, even 2 days. So that's what I mean by just faster you achieve it, faster you will be able to complete your whole building. Okay, so Auto Diamond Master. What's the beauty of Auto Diamond Master? Sales Master, it's yourself receiving a commission, but Auto Diamond Master, at least you have total four Sales Master receiving minimum $2,000 residual income. When you achieve Auto Diamond Master, you have at least 4 people receiving, not beside yourself. You have 4 people receiving residual income from Atomy. That's a really beginning step. If you want to create a teamwork, don't expect them to do something. You just show the way. You have to show how it should be done, then they will follow. Don't expect them to just wake up one day and then they just create a amazing result. No, you have to show them a way. When you are auto sales, auto star master, it's not about you. You already have a 4 Sherwood's master receiving minimum 10,000 to 15,000 monthly income. So you have created a good teamwork. You have created a good team. So he only talk about the Sherwood's master. So let's look inside the picture. In order for the Sherwood's master to maintain the auto Sherwood's master, it needs 4 diamond master, right? And in order for the 4 diamond master to maintain that auto diamond master requires 4 sales master. So in order for one Sharon Rose master, right? One Sharon Rose master to maintain Sharon Rose master, auto Sharon Rose master, you have in your team, you have at least 12 people making minimum $2,000 residual income. If you really want to succeed in this business and want to reach all the way to the top, then you need to challenge at least 5 times a year. Okay, so in a year, how many business period that you will be able to challenge, and every month there are 2 business period that you will be able to challenge. So which means there are 24 times you will be able to challenge. So out of 24 times, at least 5 times. Another thing he mentioned, the challenge, right? Challenging for mastership has to be the habit also. So that's one way of training, right? Training for us to reach all the way to the top. Remember